And 1. You're there now.
Yes.
What's happening?
I feel like I'm at sea.
You feel like you're at sea. Very good.
Yes.
And is it day or night here?
Night.
Night. And what's happening here?
I'm just swimming.
You're just swimming.
Swimming.
And how old are you here?
Ageless.
Ageless. Okay, very good. So look down or feel your body.
Yes.
What are you? What are you?
I feel like I'm a merman.
You're a merman. Beautiful. And you're ageless and you're just swimming around at night.
Yes.
And what else is happening while you're swimming around at night?
We watch out for mm, it's like I, I want to say we watch out for boats.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And when you're watching out for boats, what does that mean that you're watching out for them? What are you watching out for?
Some boats steer off course and go. Oh, there's like black holes in the sea.
Mm-hmm.
If they don't do their something to do with astrology,
Mm-hmm.
something to do with the stars and the moon.
Mm-hmm.
And so you watch out for anything that goes into the black hole because you know that the humans can't breathe
Yes.
under the sea.
So this black hole, it leads to under the sea.
Yes, it's like this black, it's not a black hole, it's just this pockets where ships can disappear into
Mm-hmm.
or boats can disappear into, and when they do, they basically just drop down to the middle of the ocean, and then we're surrounded with
Mm-hmm.
dead beings, and we'd rather not be surrounded by them
Mm-hmm.
just because of human incompetence, because they can't read the sky.
Mm-hmm. Very good. So when you're swimming around and you're watching out for these boats because of
Yes,
the black holes in the sea,
yes.
do you have many that go into the black holes? Is it something that happens
Well,
often?
it happens. Oh, it happens less and less. So it used to happen often, but not as much anymore. So they must have gotten better
Mm-hmm.
with their navigation. But yeah, it devastates our life. But yeah, it's less and less so now than it was before.
And tell me more about how it devastates your life.
Well, these boats are quite big, so they go down and they disrupt the ecosystem. So it displaces the different beings that's under the sea.
Mm-hmm.
Um, not just like fish, but coral and the seaweeds and the different things that makes up the ecosystem.
Mm-hmm.
And then you see um, well, obviously uh, drowned beings, humans, and they look terrified because rightly so, they've just drowned. But that's not good for any of my kin um, to see because of I can just see ashen faces
Mm.
like in terror. And even though we're not the same, you can feel the terror in their faces. And so
Mm-hmm.
it's not good for any of my people to see that either. So,
Mm-hmm. And so you say that it's to do with astrology, and obviously that the sails that the boats or the people on the boats, the salesmen, they can't. Well, they're reading the skies more, so that's less and less that they are falling into the black hole.
yes, maybe that's what they do. I'm not sure. I'm not them, but
Mm-hmm.
uh, this it's yeah. They used to not be able to read the moon and the stars
Mm-hmm.
as well as they should,
But they're doing it
and they
more.
can't. I think so because they also have they do vibe because you communicate through vibration under the sea,
Mm-hmm.
and they're learning how to do that now with their boats. So
Tell me more about that.
it's like you can see the ripples and the vibration so that they can feel if things are around,
Mm-hmm.
because that's how we communicate with other beings. So you can see you can feel the distance, you can hear it, and you can, yeah.
And how do they do that with their boats? Is that them themselves, or is that the boat? Or
I'm not sure how they do it, but
okay.
that's a good way for them to do it so they don't devastate what's underneath.
Mm-hmm. Okay, very good. Okay, so I want you to take me to another time, another memory in this life where you're a merman. We're going to count from 3 to 1, and you're going to be at another important event in this life. 3, 2, and 1. You're there now.
Yes.
So what's happening here?
We're migrating.
You're migrating.
We're going deeper and deeper in the seabed.
Mm-hmm. And why is that?
Mm. We're going as far away from the humans as possible.
Mm-hmm.
They're destroying everything.
Is that because they're still falling into the black holes in the sea or something else?
They're like, some of them are bombing the seabed
Yeah.
to catch more fish. Some of them are I just hear polluting waters. They're
Mm-hmm.
poisoning waters. They're just destructive.
Mm-hmm.
They're like killing everything. The corals are dying. So we just need to go deeper and deeper. We can't be near the surface anymore.
Mm-hmm.
We used to be able to go near the surface, but we can't. We can't risk it.
Okay. So, what is the most difficult experience, difficult moment of this experience of having to migrate and go deeper and deeper in the seabed, going away from the humans?
And knowing that my children aren't going to see the delight of being able to look up at the sky and actually see vividly the moon and the stars. It's
Mm-hmm.
now going to be a fable to them.
Mm-hmm. And when you have this knowing that your children won't see the delight of the being able to see the moon and the stars and look up at the sky, what are your physical reactions to this?
It's just sadness.
It's just sadness.
It's like, when your shoulders just slump
Mm-hmm.
like that.
And when you feel like you have this sadness and this feeling of when your shoulders slump, what are your emotional reactions to this?
Mm. I hear anger
Mm-hmm.
and I also hear resignation.
Tell me
It's
more.
like you've tried to protect the sea for so long,
Mm-hmm.
but I guess you can't
Mm-hmm.
really fight back. So, anger that you have to be away from the life that you know,
Mm-hmm.
and just resignation because you can't do much more. Because you can't, like, it was easier when you're able to sort of redirect ships,
Mm-hmm.
but poison is poison.
Mm-hmm.
Can't really do anything to get rid of it except put like a wall so that you make sure that the um it's so that the humans could never, it's like you can't live among them ever again.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And when you feel that you have this anger or that you're angry to be away from the life that you know and this resignation of moving from the life that you know, you've tried but you
Mm-hmm.
can't change things. What are your mental reactions to those thoughts and feelings?
Mm, I'm not sure.
Okay.
I feel like I just need to help build a different way.
Mm-hmm. Very good. Okay. So, where do you think that you are storing this emotion in your body? This feeling of anger, resignation, feeling tired that you've tried but you haven't succeeded. Where is this being stored?
My, my neck and shoulders.
In your neck and your shoulders. Okay. I just want you to feel your body, where you're storing that emotion in your neck and in your shoulders.
Yes.
And I just want you to see how that energy is affecting you in your life as Germaine.
She has the same pain under the neck and shoulders.
She has the same pain. Very good. Is this your pain that she's carrying, or from this life, or her pain from the life of Germaine?
A little bit of both.
A little bit of both. Okay. Can we remove some of that from you today? That pain that you're feeling, that emotion?
Yes.
Okay. I just want you to visualize that emotion. What color does it have?
Dark green.
Dark green. Very good. And if it had a texture, what texture would it be?
Slimy seaweed.
Slimy seaweed. Very good. So I just want you to take that dark green, slimy seaweed from your neck and from your shoulders.
Yeah.
And I just want you to remove it from there. And you can remove it with your mind. You can remove it with your hands. Whatever it is you need to do to take it away.
Okay.
You no longer need that. We want to send it back to the universe. And just let me know when that's done.
That's done.
Very good. And now you have a space there. Can we fill that with something today?
Yes.
Okay, very good. What would you like to fill it with?
Bubbles.
Bubbles. Beautiful. And would you like to fill it with any emotions or thoughts?
Moonlight.
Moonlight. Beautiful.
Stardust.
Stardust. Just let me know when you've filled up that space with all of those beautiful things.
Yes.
Very good. Thank you. Okay. Now you've removed that feeling from yourself. Has that also been removed, partly removed from Germaine?
Yes.
Very good. Okay. Now we're going to move. We're going to close this scene now. And we're going to move forward to another significant time in this life as a merman.
Okay.
Counting from 3 to 1. 3. Moving there now. 2. And 1. You're there now. What's happening?
I'm It's like I'm looking at flowers in a flower shop.
Mm-hmm. Tell me more.
I'm not a merman anymore.
You're not a merman anymore.
No.
Okay,
I'm
very
a
good.
I'm a man.
You're a man.
I think.
Mm-hmm. Just look down at your body. What do you
No,
look
I'm
like?
I, I, no, I still have fins, so I don't get it. I think, I think we're envisioning. I don't get it.
Okay, just explore more what's happening and just feel.
It's like we're trying to figure out what's going up on land because we
Okay,
can't see them anymore.
very good.
Yeah, it's like we're trying to keep the connection, but it's harder and harder.
Mm-hmm. And why do you need or want to keep this connection to the humans?
Because we know they're going to destroy themselves like they normally do.
Mm-hmm. How does that affect you if the humans destroy themselves?
Because they destroy, when they destroy, we assist.
Mm-hmm.
We assist. We assist without them knowing.
Okay. And how do you do that?
We teach them the ways of the water.
Mm-hmm.
We help them with moving fish to where it's needed
Mm-hmm.
so they can feed. We help populate different areas of the sea so that it can bring nutrition to wherever they need.
Mm-hmm. And
And we, something like calming the waters.
calm in the waters.
Yeah, they don't understand how much they need water.
Mm-hmm.
And so we try to reverse the pollution that they cause.
Mm-hmm.
But at the moment, we're so deep, we can't see where we can help. Normally, we can sort of tell people where, not people, tell our people, tell where to go to sort of do the cleanup work.
Mm-hmm.
But it's trying to figure out where it is, and it's harder because we're so far away.
Mm-hmm. So when you at this memory where you're looking at flowers in a flower shop, is this you trying to connect to the humans and just why are they in the flower shop? How come you're connecting to them there? Is
I
this
think
just
we can telepathically see through some humans.
mm-hmm. And are these humans special humans or just
Humans that used to be mermaids and mermen.
in past lives? Or they were they've
They were,
evolved?
they've evolved.
Oh, okay. Did it,
So we,
did they remember that they were mermen? No.
they agreed to change form so that they can be our eyes.
Mm-hmm. So what happens next when you feel like you can't or you're losing that connection with the humans and you can't necessarily see what's happening. What happens next?
We wait.
You wait.
It's like it's a cycle, and we just every time there's a cycle, you just hope that they don't destroy everything, and they will evolve one day where they don't. They learn to live with the land and the sea. But until then, we help.
Can you tell me more about this cycle?
They do this. They seem to try and destroy each other and destroy everything around them.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure why, but they do. And, and they've done it. But they sort of gain an advancement in whatever they're doing, and then they destroy each other, and then or destroy the piece of land or the piece of earth that they're inhabiting, and then they start all over again, and then they destroy each other again. And I've lived through two of those.
Mm-hmm.
um, I'm getting a bit old. I don't know whether I'm going to live through the third.
Okay. So are these are different people living different lives. Do you come back up to the surface when this cycle repeats itself, or do you stay down in the deeper sea?
um, this time, this is the first time we've gone deep down.
Mm-hmm.
And the problem we've got right now is the younger generation. They don't remember, they don't know. So we can't teach them as well.
Mm-hmm.
We can't teach them because they don't see, they've never seen. Um, but hopefully, hopefully they don't destroy each other. Or hopefully when they do, we're able to still go up, and then we can teach the younger generation to help clear and restore the sea
Mm.
again.
When you say that the younger generation have never seen, what haven't they seen?
They haven't seen the sky, they can't read the stars,
Mm-hmm.
they haven't seen the shallower parts of the water,
Mm-hmm.
so they haven't seen what devastated waters look like. Um, you can't. It's like teaching something, but it's better when they experience it.
Mm-hmm.
You can talk about it, but they think it's fairy tales.
Yeah.
They think it's a fable, but it's real, but they've not experienced it.
Mm-hmm.
But then you also don't want them to experience it. It's like a quandary,
Mm-hmm.
but they have to experience it to be able to help fix it. So hopefully there'll be enough of us older people to um, to be there so that they know what to do and they are able to assist restoring the waters.
Mm-hmm. Very good. Okay, thank you. I want you to close this scene now, and we're going to move to the next significant time in this life where you are still a merman. Counting from 3 to 1. 3, moving through time and space to the next significant scene in this life. 2 and 1. You're there now. What's happening?
Nothing.
Nothing's
It's
happening.
like I'm just everything's still.
Mm-hmm.
I'm by myself, listening to the vibrations of everything around me.
And what's happening with those vibrations?
You just hear a seal call. I'm just listening for any. It's like watching out.
So when you're there and you're on your own,
Yes,
is this, are you down in the deep, deep sea or,
yes.
yes. Is this a new way of listening for the humans or,
It's just listening for the animals now.
okay. And what's happened with listening for the humans?
We can't hear them anymore,
You can't hear them.
but we hear animals in distress
Mm-hmm.
and we can heal them. And so we listen and we call out to them if they need, if we feel that we can heal, but we don't want to disrupt as much. So we choose and we send out. Um, it's like a frequency of healing
Mm-hmm.
to the animals who live in or by the sea to assist them in their time of need.
Are these animals in need of healing because of humans or is this because they're
We
just,
don't we don't know anymore.
no.
We're so far away.
Mm-hmm.
It's been a long time, but we at the moment I'm hearing a group of seals call out in despair.
Do you think that that does help the humans if it is to do with them or?
It just we try to keep the ecosystem in the sea as well as good as possible
Mm-hmm.
because we need to keep things in balance for us, for for my kin.
Mm-hmm.
Um, we just make sure that everything in the sea is in balance, and we try. In the deep sea, it's balanced, but nearer to the shore, it's. Mm, I'm hearing colossal nightmare,
Mm-hmm.
but we can't. We're not. We can't be the stewards anymore of the shallower part of the sea.
Mm-hmm.
So we make sure we protect the deepest corners of the sea now.
Very good. So now going back to your younger generation that you said obviously they've never seen the sky, the moon, they've never seen the devastated waters. How is this affecting them now or your?
Well, they're just learning now a different way of being.
Mm-hmm.
They're now quite, uh, they're learning how to heal the seabed, the animals that live amongst us. They've got a hardened feeling against human beings, but
Mm.
they don't know them.
Mm.
They've never lived amongst them. So they've become like ogres and monsters.
Mm,
And they're really not. There's some good and there's some not so good, just like anywhere.
mm-hmm,
But in our stories, they've become not so good.
mm-hmm. Okay. So with this, obviously the younger generation have had to learn new ways of healing and I suppose a different way of living to the way that you've lived.
Hmm.
How has this affected the humans, or is that this is you don't know about the humans now?
We don't know, but
Is there going to be another cycle, or?
we believe that there will be, but we won't be able to assist
Mm-hmm.
like we used to.
Mm,
Or maybe it's happened because we just hear like it's from the animals that they're in so much pain and despair,
mm,
and their numbers are dwindling drastically. So we can't help as we did.
okay.
And the people, a lot of my people don't want to help anymore. It's like the humans sealed their fate.
Mm-hmm. Okay. I want you now to go to the last moment of this life as a mermaid
Yes,
and tell me what happens. I'm going to count from 3 to 1. Moving now. 3, going to the time of death of this merman. 2 and 1. Where are you?
I'm with my family.
With your family. And are you old now? Or are you still in a young body?
Um, I feel ancient.
Mm-hmm.
It's
How
like I've
does,
seen as much as I can.
yeah. And how does this body feel? Are you sick or are you healthy?
I'm just tired now.
Just tired. And you're there with your family.
Yes,
And what emotions are you feeling when you're there, tired and with your family,
I'm ready to leave.
ready to leave? Very good. And is it difficult to move out of your body, or are you easily able to leave?
It's like I'm giving instructions
Mm-hmm.
to say that we still need to help, that we can't have our hearts hardened
Mm-hmm.
because they don't know what they do. And that's what's keeping me from leaving easily.
Okay.
Just knowing like I have to plead my case.
Mm-hmm. Very good. And now I want you to leave that body and just let me know when you're looking at that life from the outside.
Yes.
Very good. What was it that you had to learn in that life?
Be an observer,
Mm-hmm.
that even with all my good intentions, some circumstances have occurred that was out of my control, and to learn a different way of being and to be able to still assist
Mm-hmm.
with that. doing what I did at the beginning stages of my life.
Mm-hmm. So, did you learn all of the lessons?
Yes.
Very good.
The other
Oh,
one is empathy,
empathy.
to understand that they don't know what they do. We're more evolved than they are.
Mm-hmm.
And so we have to help them,
Mm-hmm.
and we have to help the water and keep it still being alive.
Very good.
And to have anger doesn't help anybody. Anger begets anger. But if you come in and understand that everyone's trying to do their best, and if you try to do your best, and you try to do whatever you can to keep the system in balance, then that's all you need to do.
Mm-hmm. Very good. So, do you have any advice for Germaine before you go to the light?
Yes, she can't heal everybody.
Mm-hmm.
She doesn't need to. That's not her role. She can help people if only they ask for help. And even though she knows that she can assist, she must hold her tongue and observe and be there, even if they or others treat her in a manner she wishes not to be treated,
Mm-hmm.
or if they are cruel towards her. And she'll start moving into a life where there will be cruel words sent and given to her, because inherently there are many who doesn't understand the work that she's doing, and they are fearful of it.
Mm.
But she must hold the waters calm within her body, make sure she's hydrated completely. And that goes for all human beings. They are not hydrated enough.
Mm-hmm.
And she needs to move past her own hurt and her own anger and be able to still come in with a place of compassion and empathy for her fellow human beings, because she's here to heal and help as many people as she can, and she can't do that whenever she feels slighted or misunderstood.
Mm-hmm. Very good. Thank you for that. Okay. Now I want you to look for the light,
Yes,
and I want you to bring the energy from that body, take the soul to the light. And when you
yes,
thank you, and let me know once it's there.
I'm there.
Very good. Okay. Now we're going to let you continue onto your journey and go where you have to go.
Thank you.
Thank you.